górze.
Good sir.
Well, thank the Lord.
I'd like to report to the...
Siemanko, witam was na moim kanale. Come Deliverance 2. Dobra. Jedziemy się przykimać. Nie mogę dosiąść konia.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Że się idzie w tym umyć.
Greetings to you.
Się musiało rozpadać, nie? Rybak. Dobra, idzie się przekimać. Chuj pospane, nie? Jak chyba wyciepli stąd.
What are you doing here?
Chyba co robię? Śpia. Widzisz, kuźwa.
Excuse me.
I better not forget about that council assembly.
Dobra. Bierzemy się za to. Tu jest ratusz, nie? Ale kuźwa, przydałoby się umyć, kuźwa, bo...
A criminal and a swindler. Gather
Good to
round.
see you.
Come and see. This fella
Greetings.
bought 3 pigs from his neighbor, insisting he would pay on St. Dallas's debt. But St. Dallas's came and went. And this
Oh.
boy still refused to pay. So his neighbor went to the court and decided that the pigs should be returned to their original owner. But in the meantime, this swindler and trickster had slaughtered them and sold the meat to wagoners and wayfarers. Needless to say, it's left many good neighbor out of
With many aspiring to the office.
Zerknę sobie na mapce i no... Czekaj, mam iść tu? Aha, bo się dopiero muszę dowiedzieć. Jak się tam dostać na te zebranie?
Of parish priests.
But
Dobra.
since silver made the city rich, the townsfolk have become unwilling. You know already. The foundations of
Jademy
the
tam szybko.
Cathedral.
were laid on land belonging to the Nevis parish.
Slowly. Nice and slow. Whoa!
Musimy zawrócić.
Whoa! Whoa!
Okej.
I'm going to see the Mint Master. May I enter?
Any fool could say that. What do you want from him?
I have an appointment with him.
All right. Go ahead then. But don't waste too much of his time.
Careful.
Glad to see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again? I'll call the guards.
Dobra,
Hold
nie
your
marudź.
horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail me again?
Call it what you like. I need to get into the City Council Assembly. And I reckon you can help me.
The assembly? The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in person?
Sigismund's just a usurper. Wenceslas is the only true Bohemian king.
Singing Ruthard's song, eh? I might have known. Speak then. What do you want? And tell the truth.
I want to know what Sigismund tells the council. I hear it'll be important.
You want to spy? Do you know what you're risking? And what I'd be risking? Forget it.
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and your head on your shoulders, you'd better shape up.
All right, all right. Maybe we can make a deal. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray yourself, or especially me. And that will be the end of our business together.
All right. That seems like a fair deal.
You can get into the council assembly relatively easily. My cook's son will be serving there. He's roughly around your age. Maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for him. Although,
Oh, spoko.
not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. He's an idler and a boozer, but he's proved his worth as a waiter. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to serve in the council. Otherwise, you won't be let inside.
What will I need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. And the livery of a royal waiter.
Excuse me?
Do you think you can serve the king in a torn shirt and muddy hose?
Well, no. But I never heard about any livery before.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king. Don't even show up there without it.
Where can I find the cook's boy?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost certainly run into him there. That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear that fellow practically lives at that Tin Hen.
At the what?
That German alehouse, the Iron Eagle. That is Zum Eisernen Adler.
What would work on him? How can I persuade him to give me his job?
Would you like me to give you a letter for him? I told you how to get to the assembly. Now do your part.
I'll be going then. See you at the council.
Just make sure we both come out of it alive.
Dobra. Zdobądź glejt królewskiego pacholika. Zdobądź odzienie. No dobra. Jak to tu wygląda? Co zaś mnie ktoś szuka tu.
Greetings to you.
Ja, siemanko. Jak się straci ta ikonka, że mnie szukają. O! Dobra. I teraz mamy... Okej. Dziennik. Dobra, to przenosimy się szybko tutaj. I ogarniamy. Przejdę. Nie, przejdę.
Here they are. The best fabric. The finest work. I nearly left my fingers.
Greetings. I'd like to...
Surely you can wait a while. I have a customer here. Here you are. The finest fabric. Intricate work. You won't find the likes anywhere else in this town.
No more than I'd expect after the amount they cost. Thanks. I'll gladly recommend you if anyone asks. And you impatient fella, what was it you wanted?
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am. And who might you be?
I'm Henry. I heard you're supposed to serve at the City Council Assembly.
I am. What's it to you?
We're open. Fresh goods.
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put your feet up, fill your belly, and I'll do all the work for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine, while I run around like a bugger with pitchers so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
Linen canvas. The softest linen canvas. Come and buy the finest canvas.
I just have to get in there, understand? I have an important message for the king about a plot against him.
But why would you want to get to him as a waiter?
But it could be that someone from the council is mixed up in it, so I have to be incognito. See?
I see. All right then.
Cool.
To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines apart and that?
Striped fabrics.
Of course. Who do you take me for?
All right. No need to get upset. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you and think up some good excuse. Clear?
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made. Here it is. I look like a prick in it. Hopefully it'll sit better on you. The main thing is, don't lose it before the assembly or get it covered in shit.
Thanks. I won't disgrace you, I promise.
You better not.
Okej. Elegancko.
A wonderful day.
Dobra. Zgłoś się do służby.
I've heard you've got a new addition to the...
We're open!
Is it a boy
Fresh
or a girl?
good.
Z pytanie, którędy mu wejść. To nie.
What the...
Aha, rozumiem, że tędy nie. Spróbujmy jeszcze od tamtej strony.
You can't defend. I'll tell you, no fucking good at all, see? I didn't say I wouldn't contribute, but I'm not giving
Nie, tu jest włamywanie. Która jest godzina w ogóle? Przyspiesza może? Zobaczymy teraz.
The city council will be convening soon. I better get a move on.
Nie, dalej jest włamywanie. No nic, idę z tamtymi. Chociaż... Stok otwarty. Dobra, z nim za bardzo nie porozmawiam.
The honest will be reformed. The criminals...
Idziemy tu.
Franto Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming? What's wrong with him?
He got poisoned. Probably from food. He's writhing in agony. By turns praying and cursing, spewing from both ends.
Oh, that's enough. All right. At least you're here. We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on. So, let's have a look at you. Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. Here it is.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You know a good waiter by his properly seated cap, and you don't have one at all. Without a tunic, you're no royal waiter, just a common alehouse boy. And have you forgotten your hose? I can't let you into the chamber
Dobra,
without
dobra,
them.
zaraz się
You can
przebiorę.
put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other stuff. You won't be needing it anyway. You don't want to be dragging a load if you're running around tables. The royal waiter's livery has strict rules. So get changed quick and come back on time.
Hillary than the new.
Okej. Już się przebieram. Tak. Okej. No i broni nie możemy mieć, nie? No dobra. Zobaczymy.
Here I am.
Let's have a look at you then. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other stuff. You won't be needing it anyway. You don't want to be dragging a load if you're running around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there.
But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them white Tokaib or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarjitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble, so the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarjit stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
Remember who wants what?
That too. But more importantly, do not disturb the councillors at their work. They have a lot to discuss. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
Absolutely. I'm a waiter, after all. Not some street gossip monger.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, you can even rise on the social ladder. Not just anyone can serve the King of Hungary, but you'll manage it, right?
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
Rada Miejska Gutenberga. Ranek. Nalewanie wina. Goście będą zamawiać wino do wyboru. Mają tokaj białe lub klasztorne czerwone. Okej. No dobra, no wszystko wyjdzie w praniu, nie?
There are the pictures of wine.
Tu jest wino.
Hopefully I won't splash anyone's shoes.
It's a joke. And on top of that,
Hey,
the
waiter,
army
pour me
was
some
requisitioning from it. Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil,
I
used
apologize,
that
sir.
thing.
Which wine?
That
Tokai.
Hackenbücher
That's the white.
hand cannon.
Białe.
Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them, since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws
Good, sir.
have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König
Thank you, waiter.
surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize
I'm
what
sorry.
Schwierigkeiten this is. The Dry Devil is running free. There are Raubritter everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves with a few rusty halberds.
Pour me some monastery wine.
To fight? Exactly. The merciful King Sigismund is providing us with protection.
I apologize,
This is
sir.
it.
Der
Which
König
one?
Red
and his
and
army
quickly.
will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment. What if he heard you?
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right,
Czemu mi to nie
Eldris.
znikło? Co tu się
Where
kurwa
can we get
stało?
the coin for better?
Monastery wine.
We
Here.
always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of
Ale jemy
our
mój
army.
rośnie.
The king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the
Monastery
taxes-
wine. Here.
The king fears that this town will rise against him.
Well,
He'll take the
thank
arming of the
Lord.
city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Halbritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to
And a
bring
full
order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his
Hey,
mind.
where's my
Did
wife?
I apologize, sir. Which way?
Tokai! That's the white.
Dobra. Służę.
Good, sir.
Well, thank the Lord.
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths or brothels?
Dobra.
Waiter, my cup is empty.
So, the cleanliness of
Pour
the
me some
city
wine.
is not
That's not a good
what it
idea,
should
sir.
be.
Am I supposed to
Current
die of
baths in the
thirst
city
here,
fall
or
far
what?
short of covering all the citizens' needs.
You're right. We
Panu
do
nie
have
lejemy
the new
już.
baths in Hopbrink, and Adam's old ones, but I hear the
More
Hopbrink
wine,
baths
Master
are more
Bailiff?
of a
I have
pigsty.
enough.
They
wine.
still are,
Come
Vic.
closer.
But the quality went downhill at Adams, too.
What? Pray tell. I thought you were a frequent customer there, or...
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
The need for cleanliness and citizens' health.
Where can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right back with it, understood?
Few steps from the city walls.
Certainly. And they can get leeches there for free as well. And while he's there, a man can shave and take a... you know what.
So what?
Jak to tu wygląda?
Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the Black Death? A great many people died needlessly.
Are you questioning God's plan? The Black Death had nothing to do with the baths, unless the Lord wishes to punish the wickedness that's going on in there.
Keeping the city clean is important, but we don't have money to spend. Arguing about who is going to wash where and how is a waste of time.
It's only a waste of time because
Nice.
we're always arguing about the
Whose
same
silver
thing.
might this be?
Not at all. If you'd finally admit that it's a trifle, we wouldn't have to keep...
So, did you find it?
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
You'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nas's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has...
Muszę to tu zostawić.
pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way. At least until His Majesty honors us with his visit.
Pour me red
But
wine.
as we know, Gunslin absolutely hates him.
I'm
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage.
I apologize, sir.
Ulrich,
Which
what have you
one?
got to say about it?
Monastery red?
Well, I'm not sure what you're implying.
Horseshit! You know full well. Everybody knows. He wiped the floor with you.
Compose yourself, Adam, and stop drinking. The king might come any time now.
That's right. Let's not burden the anointed
Well,
monarch with such...
Dobra.
Me? Compose myself? Me? I beg your pardon. I demand that you...
Ruhe! Franz, please continue.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears must be deceiving me.
cup of monastery
Are you
wine.
defending Rutard? Besides,
apologise, sir.
if his men attacked
Which
yours,
wine?
as I've heard, then we have a
Red.
good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out. I
Red.
don't like
Czerwone, ja.
true, but in this case it really was nothing. Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead. Did you? That's grossly exaggerated.
Waiter,
I don't think
I
Rutard
wanted
will
monastery
cause
wine.
any trouble. He is sensible enough not to
Dobra,
draw
idę.
attention to himself while the king is here. That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Thank you, waiter.
Puts an end to us.
Proszę bardzo.
Knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move
Hey,
on.
waiter. I'm
Pour me
sorry,
some to-
Andreas, but I wouldn't brush it off so quickly.
I apologise,
Why do I
sir.
have the feeling you're not
Which
telling
wine?
us the whole
Are
truth?
you colorblind?
Are you accusing me of lying?
Dziękuję.
Those are strong words, my friend. Nobody said anything like that, did they?
Then why doesn't he tell us what really happened?
Sir?
I'm not keeping anything from you, but there's little truth to the
Well,
rumors
thank the
circulating around the town. Yes, Rutard and I had a little disagreement, but we ended it quickly because his daughter wanted to get involved.
Careful.
I didn't want to expose the girl to any unpleasant sights.
So Rutard is hiding behind his own daughter's skirts.
As if it wasn't enough that he sent his son to die defending the city.
All right. If we really don't have anything new to say, let's turn the page.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. I could understand it with mercenaries, students, and other scum of all kinds, but city councillors?
Be specific, Forsooker. Are you blaming one of us?
Ah, and look who spoke first.
Refill my cup,
of
boy.
all, it wasn't a duel. It was supposed to be an honorable combat. And I didn't even take part in it.
And that's the only reason you're still here on the council and not in the pillory.
waiter.
If you want to blame somebody, you should point the finger at the youngster here who's...
Excuse me.
Never mind.
I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword fighting school brought this custom to us.
Hey,
First it
boy,
was the German
word.
Menhard who was causing a stir.
Refill, sir.
Now
Do you think
Nicholas
I come
runs
to the
the place
council
again.
just to guzzle
This
wine?
way, the
Come
trouble
here.
is never going to stop.
Don't be ridiculous, Forsooker.
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
All right,
Okej.
I'll get them.
I knew I could count on you. While
Nie
you're
ma
at it,
problemu.
count how many figures on the mural have wings.
But
Ja pierdzielę, serio.
why?
Because I'm bored. And because I told you. Get on with it.
Town. You can rest assured the whole town is already laughing at us.
A tak to
all
jest
day
i
long.
bogatymi, kuźwa.
So what?
Się
They have
nudzi.
one more reason.
My words exactly.
That was easy enough.
The town
And he wanted me to
council is
count the
squabbling
winged figures.
constantly at the Emperor Charles, and no one is left unscathed.
And you, a councillor,
Serio mam
let
liczyć?
people throw dirt on our work?
If I threw out everyone who complains over a beer, I'd soon be out of customers.
Ah, to hell with it. We'll never get anywhere like this. Why
Policzone.
waste our time?
So, let's see what you've got for me.
I found your gloves, sir.
Really? Let's see them. And did you count those winged figures?
I counted 16, sir.
And did you count all the monsters and animals?
Oh, I thought you meant only the angels.
Go back to serving wine, blockhead.
There is the eternal dispute over the cathedrals. The building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses. It's just a village with a monastery, and they are going to make a royal mining city. Why can't we build faster? Hire more craftsmen, start with
I'll have
night
a
shifts.
cup of wine.
Because those so-called craftsmen
I apologise, sir.
are a band
Which
of
wine?
Tokai.
parasites.
Wine.
You pay them,
Dobra, dobra.
they come late, or report sick, and if they do come,
Their work is shit, and you have to pay someone else to put it right. It's a waste of time. I tell you, a waste of time.
Adam, don't interrupt
You,
the
lad.
proceedings with your
You look
drunken
familiar
ranting,
to me.
even
Have
if you
we
are
met?
right.
And
And as
no.
for you, haven't you noticed there's a war going on? Are the experts from far off
Nie znamy
supposed to
się.
work in the city under siege?
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
Oh, you do? Do you? And what would that be?
Like, for instance, that you'd like to have your own altar there?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Then hell freezes over, my friend. Your place is at
Okay.
least 2 steps behind
And a
mine.
full
A
cop.
swordsmith dares to insult me?
sir.
Ha!
Which way?
I think
Okay.
not.
That's
Excuse
the right.
me.
Okej.
You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral. Just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you? I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying
Krawiec,
equipment to
nie?
the army.
I see
That's
you've
all
come
they
up in the
have.
world.
They would be
From a
defeated by
boy
that
to a
bunch of
waiter.
ne'er-do-wells from the
You'll go a
alehouse
long
on
way.
Obrink.
What ne'er-do-wells?
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, this is news to me.
Because it has all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes,
Hey,
I'd
waiter,
forgotten.
pour me some Tokai.
What do we have to discuss next?
Okej, dobra, czyli białe. Kto chciał tego winka?
Boy, are you deaf or something?
Sir?
Wine. White. Thank you, waiter.
Da się coś narobi, kuźwa. To jest za spokojnie.
I'm telling you, something is being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Jest skóra.
Azonal Juchagase, Alegiop Katonaikat, Ishkelkinek Utra.
Nalej wina i nie patrz w oczy.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Like this plan of fight!
Nieźle. W tym czasie w twierdzy Ratpusz.
Come now, father. Put a little life into your dying.
Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Gutenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try. Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malachov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Gutenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
God be with you, my friend. Good day.
Dobra, tutaj sobie zakończymy odcinek. Zapraszam na kolejne odcinki z tej serii. Dzięki za oglądanie i do następnego.